What's going on, legends? Good morning from Australia. It's Joshua Giuliani here, the head of partnerships at Tondo Digital, an SEO agency for law firms. And today I'm talking to you about the role predictability plays in an SEO project. I talk about predictability a lot with my clients. It's a word that comes up so often, and people ask me what is predictability, how does it work with SEO, and there are a couple of ways that it fits into an SEO project, and it's also why we can ensure that our clients are having a successful getting successful results from the work that we're doing with them. And if you are doing SEO, if you are working on an SEO project, either doing it yourself or working with an agency, this video is important to watch, because if you understand the concepts of predictability, you can start getting better results and look at your SEO project from a much more strategic standpoint and create strategies that are going to make your SEO work better. So this video is going to be really useful. I'm looking forward to taking you through it. If you're watching it live, which a couple of people are, welcome to the live. Get involved in the comments, ask me any questions if you have any, and if you're watching it replay, you know what to do. Hashtag Team Replay in the comments. Be proud that you're watching this on replay. So the first way that predictability plays an important role in SEO project is the fact that SEO, and by the way, this is why I love SEO, is the fact that SEO has core principles that have to be met for a website to rank for any keyword. Okay? Essentially, and this is not exaggerating, you could rank for any keyword on the planet given enough time and given enough resources. If you had the time and resources to invest in an SEO project, you could rank for any keyword, number one, guaranteed. It might take a while because some keywords are a little bit more difficult than others, obviously, more competitive. But SEO is predictable in the sense that it's black and white. You do certain things, your website is going to rank for absolutely any keyword. And that's why I love this, because if you have keywords that you want to rank for, all you need to do is find out why you're not ranking. Let's say you're ranking number 5. You just need to find out the reasons that you're not ranking number 1 and implement those strategies to rank for number 1. It's a predictable marketing strategy. You can rank for any keyword. And that's why I absolutely love SEO. So that's the first way that predictability comes into SEO projects, and the first way in which I talk about predictability when it comes to SEO. And the second way is through the fact that every keyword has a predictable traffic volume. All right. So every single month, a certain amount of people will search for a specific keyword, and we have access to those numbers. We know the history of the search volume for those keywords, for any keyword. We have the tools to be able to work out exactly how many people are searching those keywords on a monthly basis. So we know that number. So we know that, let's say 100 people are searching a specific keyword in any given month. We also know that if you rank number 1, based on an article we saw from Smart Insights that have done all the research, we know that if you rank number 1, you will generate 35% of that traffic. We know that if you rank number 2, you'll generate 17% of that traffic. You know, if you rank number 3, you'll generate 11% of that traffic. All these numbers are predictable. It's averages, obviously, so it goes up and down, but that is the average over time. So if you know that for every, let's say every 10 inquiries you get from the website, 1 becomes a client. Okay, let's say those are the numbers you're working with. And let's say for every, again, 10 people that come to the website, 1 becomes an inquiry. Well, then if we do the math, we know that if we get 100 people to your website, 10 inquiries will come through the website, and 1 of them will become a client. We create a predictable measurement for success. So we know that for every 100 people that we bring to the website, you're going to get a new client. And that's where SEO becomes predictable from a, what would you call it? A success strategy. Let's call it the success measurement. We know that if we can get 100 people to your website, then you're going to get 1 client. And then layering on top of that, if we know exactly how much traffic certain keywords generate every single month, on top of the fact that we know that you will get 35% of that traffic for ranking number 1, what all that means when you bring it all together and put it into one little neat package is that we can create keyword strategies that ensure that you are going to generate a certain amount of volume, which we know is going to lead to a certain amount of leads, which we know is going to lead to a certain amount of fee-paying clients for your firm. And of course, throughout the entire process, we'll do what we can to increase the conversion from traffic to inquiry, and we'll do what we can to increase the conversion from inquiry to genuine lead, and from genuine lead into fee-paying client. That's all part of our process. In fact, I meet weekly with my clients to talk about the process to make sure that they're getting results. But this is how we ensure the success of the project, and we utilize predictability elements. So we understand and we're able to predict certain things within an SEO project, and that's how we can confidently say to our clients, this is going to generate results. And if you are doing an SEO campaign, if you are working on an SEO campaign in some way, you should sit down and do these numbers. Because if you don't, you're just going in blind. You're just working on your SEO for the sake of working on SEO. It might work, it might not. You might get lucky and just hit the right keywords, hit the right numbers, and get some clients from SEO. But we think that from day one, you should have a very clear strategy in place. And if you think about how predictability works within SEO, the principles of predictability, that's how you're going to generate a strategy that is going to give you the biggest chance of getting the most out of SEO. Okay, so if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Predictability, super important. Get on it. Dooley, thanks for coming. And to everyone else, I will see you in the next video.